How do, gorgeous? Have a zecho of that. Langton sent it. He's ticked off a few better-class doss houses that might suit you.
I suppose he's already got removal van revving up outside his old place, has he?
Hey, look, there's a good near bet. Furnished flat, Garibaldi Street. Hall, 16-foot lounge, shared bathroom.
16 foot, that sounds promising. How long's that, would you say?
16 foot, that's 2.5 times me, laid end to end.
I've suddenly gone off it.
Oh, charming. Give us half a bit, will you, Fred? Hey, no, make it a pint. It's Social Security Day. Hey, and I'll risk a pie. They're giving out luncheon vouchers.
Wouldn't surprise me.
There's a couple here in Waterloo Place I wouldn't mind having a butcher's at.
Oh, it's a good 20 minutes walk, is that, bet?
Well, beggars can't be choosers, Fred, and the sooner I get out of Baldwin Towers, the better.
Well, yeah.
Hey, you can come and be housekeeper to Monkey and me. Say, £20 a week. Or whatever you can afford.
Mrs. Walker.
Yes, dear.
Well, as I mentioned, Mrs. Walker, Mike Baldwin's asked me, well, no, he's told me to get out of number 5. I was wondering...
She's wondering, Mrs. Walker, if she can have a couple of hours off to look at a couple of flats in Waterloo Place.
Could I?
Yes, dear. Bet, anything I can do to terminate this unfortunate relationship with Mr. Baldwin, I will do willingly. Now, as you know, I have disapproved of it from the very beginning. I beg your pardon, Mrs. Sharp.
She said her.
I was the one that disapproved and had the guts to say so. I knew nothing, but you buried your head in the sand. I knew no good would come of it.
She's always right, you know.
I'm not talking to you, Mr. Sattler. Mrs. Sharples, I always disapproved. I just tried to show a little understanding in the face of a fait accompli.
Oh, that's what you called it, is it? I called it living in sin with a married man.
I'm getting out of here. I can't stand sight of blood.
Hey, do us a favour, Bet, will you? Next time you shack up with somebody, do it in Oswald Twizzler somewhere, will you?
Hey, I live a fair distance away.
Sorry, Eddie. I'll try Waterloo Place if you don't mind.
For the last time, Mrs. Sharples, I did not bury my head in the sand for business or any other reasons. I just tried to come to terms with her. Well, I did. Anyway, Bet assured me that she would merely be his housekeeper. And don't let us forget that Mr. Baldwin was a single man, after all.
Oh, morning, Elsie.
Morning, Mavis.
Well, where is she? I've heard the good news, our little senorita.
Ole.
Ah, so it's true then.
What?
Oh, come off it.
Oh, you mean my new job? Hey, Mavis, where is it? Now, it begins with teeth. Not Timperley, Tewkesbury. Got it. Tenerife. Hey, it can't be bad, can it? 6 months in the sun and getting paid for it. Here, look at brochure.
Oh, no, not again. Hotel San Antonio, situated on the beach, excellent cuisine.
That's grub to you peasants.
Exciting nightlife, star cabaret till early hours.
That's me, Star Cabaret. Do you think I should change my name? How about Rio Rita, the Canary of the Canaries, or Carmen Littlewood?
Oh. When do you leave us poor peasants behind?
Only next week. I jet from Manchester, and 4 hours later, I shall be there. 3rd deck chair from the left, with me feet up, bottle of Spanish Blanc at the side of me, and eyeing the local talent through me specs.
If the planes don't go on strike, that is. What's the matter with her?
Well, little friend Mavis here applied for a job in the same hotel as an exotic dancer, but she failed the audition. She couldn't get both tassels to go at the same time.
Very comical. Anyway, my Aunt Edie says that all the beaches in Tenerife have got black sand on them.
You're rotten, Aunt Edie's never been to Tenerife.
Oh, well, she's never been to Alaska either, but she knows it's covered in snow. Oh, give us 20 tips. Hey, and when you get there, remember fags are cheaper out there, and don't forget this poor chain-smoking peasant when you come back.
If I come back.
Oh, so there's going to be a job going here, is there, with a flat to go with it? How would you fancy me as your new boss, Mavis? By gum, I wouldn't have put you through it.
See, there's another one that thinks Mr. Fairclough will find somebody else. Look, I can run this place. It's only a tatty little shop and half a cafe.
If I know Fairclough, and I do know Fairclough, he'll be thumbing through his little black book right now, looking for some smashing dolly bird to put behind his counter.
I didn't know Len had a little black boot.
Oh, yes, always has had love. I'm on page 1, of course. You'll be about page, 88, with a couple of question marks behind you. See you.
Arrivederci.
That, for your information, is Italian.
Can I help it if I'm a globe trotter?
Women, I don't know.
I've heard you say that a few times and all.
Yeah, but Tenerife, straight out the blue. Week's notice and she's off.
Ah, shop staff, 10 a penny.
Nah, it's not that cabin I'm worried about. You know that as well as I do. Hey, sling another one of them over, will you? Have one yourself.
Oh, no, I've got to get off. Oh, perhaps if you said
You know when I clapped eyes on Rita, what would it be, 3, 4 years ago? There was something there then. She was living with that Burke, what's his name, Murray Bates at that time. I thought she was married to him. When I found out she wasn't, well, you know what it's like.
Yeah, but you didn't do aught about it, did you?
No.
No. 3 years is a long time to keep anybody waiting.
But I didn't keep her flipping waiting, did I? I mean, I've had her working for me. We've been out a lot these last few weeks. I mean, we've had some smashing times. We've been very close these last few weeks.
I still took her for granted, though. Anyway, what do you propose to do?
I don't know. I think I might have another go at her to see if I can persuade her not to take that job. I tried again last night. Oh, she's stubborn. She's lovely with it, though.
Well, does Rita know how you feel?
She must have an inkling after these last few weeks. I mean, that's what I don't understand. If she'd have come to me a year ago, I'd have said, fine, okay, go on. Yeah, good luck. I'll see you in, 4 months' time? But not after these last few weeks.
Maybe she hadn't quite got the message.
Hey?
Anyway, if there's aught I can do, then...
Yeah, thanks, matey. I'm sorry to burden you with my little problems, but I've been sitting here half the flipping morning. I'm numb.
Yeah, well, she'll be back then. 4 months will fly by.
That's the problem, you see, Alf. I got a feeling she might not be back.
No good, eh? Number 24.
Well, let's just say it made Oggies look like something out of house and home.
Do you know, I think I'll make Likey Potts an offer for this. It's only done 68,000. I mean, she's just run in, hasn't it? Where to now, madam? Harrods? Ascot? Hey, and we mustn't be late for the Queen's Garden party. Don't want to fall out there. They won't lend us the yacht again.
122 beats right down to the end.
Hey, and try and look a bit hard up. They might drop the rent a little bit.
Good idea, that, so stay close.
Oh, tar very much. I could always drive for Lady Chatterley instead of you, you know.
Then I never dreamt of going off her like this. Agent had to have an answer pronto. It was my decision, I made it.
Could have talked it over.
Happen I could. In fact, I nearly told the agent I'd like a word with you first.
Why didn't you? Come on, why?
You can be very persuasive, Len. You might have talked me out of it. Chance of a lifetime or not. And that's what it is. You must see that.
I don't see. Same again, Fred.
Pint is it then? Hey, Rita, why don't you have a Cobra Libre, love? It's national drink out there, you know.
She'll have a vodka and lime. You haven't signed out yet.
No, but I've given him my word.
What does that mean to an agent? I suppose he's broken his off me enough.
Well, I'm not going to break mine.
So what you're saying is you're going and to hell with me. That's it in a nutshell, isn't it?
These last few weeks have been great. Something special. Just like old times, better even.
Then why spoil it?
Chances like this, especially at my age, come once, if that. Contract arrived this morning, just going through small print.
Don't sign it, Rita, please.
Where's Blondie, then?
What do you think?
Well, if I knew, I wouldn't be asking, would I, Squire?
She's out there, isn't she? Trying to find somebody to put a roof over her head.
Well, it's a cruel world, Fred. Survival of the fittest. We haven't crawled out the jungle as far as some people think. Scotch and have one yourself.
No, thanks, Squire. I'm just a bit fussy who I sup with these days. And I'll tell you something else now. If I was the landlord in this pub, you wouldn't be standing there supping either. You'd be out in that street on your big, fat Cockney Jacksy, Squire.
Something wrong, Fred?
I should have a word with Squire, Mrs. Walker.
Oh, nothing to worry about, Mrs. Walker.
Seems to be one of those days, doesn't it? Nerves, twanging, all that sort of thing.
Yeah, we get a lot of that over the factory. I thought Bet was moving into the flat over the shop.
Well, just between you and me, Mr. Baldwin, she couldn't afford the rent that Miss Bradshaw was asking. She is what is known as a businesswoman, is that Miss Bradshaw? Can I get you a drink?
Yeah, Scotch, please.
Has Bet not moved out yet, then?
No, not yet.
Oh, taking her time.
Yeah.
One Scotch.
Oh, thanks. How much is Rennie Bradshaw asking?
Do you know, I've no idea. Too much for our bet, though.
There you are, Stanley. You want double five, then bull.
Hey, Stan, have you got a minute?
Oh, that would have been double five.
Now, listen, I've just had a bright idea.
What?
Well, Bet's not moved out to number 5 yet, so why don't we move in and gazump the Langtons?
Do what, the Langtons?
Gazump 'em, Stan. Oh, don't you understand the Queen's English? Look, we sell our house, we make Baldwin a better offer for number 5. Bob's your uncle, they're well and truly gazumped. Oh, just think, Chuck, that big lounge, centralised
We
heating.
couldn't afford it. They spent thousands on that place. Now, what I want?
Double five.
I got that.
Well, let's discuss it, Stan. We can at least discuss it.
There's no to discuss.
Oh, you.
No! There's a pint on this game.
Bloody heck, it's cold in here.
Ah, they invented them contraptions 20 years too late. Should have had them when our Linda and Dennis were kids. Save me making all them chip butties. Hey, I'll have 3 of them chicken dinners. You know, Gail and Susie like a good cooked dinner. And 3 of them mousses.
Help yourself.
Hey, is that right? Mousses?
I don't know, I honest tell her.
Yeah, kid. How much do I owe you?
£1.53.
£1. There's £2. You know, you think some of them young housewives don't half have it cushy today. I bet some of them have never seen a tin opener. You know, when I think back, 6 months after I was married, I got a very severe case of tin opener elbow.
There you go, here's your boss.
Even a bit late getting back to Baldwin Enterprises, aren't we, Mrs.
Yes, so we are, aren't we? So hurry up back, else I'll dock your pay and keep you in at playtime. Ta-ra-ta.
Oh, she's a character, isn't she? Must be great to work with.
Hilarious. I hear an asking over the odds for that bed sit of yours.
Over the odds, who says?
Never mind who told me. You just remember that there are blokes whose job it is to go around and assess what a fair rent is. So why don't you just lower your price, save all the aggro and let Bet move in?
Ah, Bet sent you, did she?
No one sends me anywhere. Certainly not Bet.
Look, the rent in this place is fair. The rates have
All right,
rocketed.
all right. Point taken. How short was Bet's offer?
Just £2 a week.
Right, well, there's 16 quid. That's 2 months in advance, OK?
Yes, I mean, I'm delighted. And I'm sure she will be. I'll nip down now to Roby's and tell her.
Now, just a minute. Bet knows nothing about this. So this little arrangement's strictly between you and me, so not a dicky bird or anyone, understand? Certainly not Bet.
Yeah, whatever you say. But what do I tell her?
Well, just tell her that you've changed your mind and decided to drop the rent a bit. And get her in this afternoon, savvy?
Yes, master.
It's Raffle. Hello, Squire.
Hello, mate.
Hey, that's a good one.
Excuse me.
He's just this minute gone, love, Stanley.
No, it's you I'm after. Listen, you're still on the council, aren't you? You've not been disbarred or out?
No, I haven't.
No. Well, look, speaking confidential like, I don't want this blabbing all over the town hall. But could me and Stan, in us matrimonial status, get a mortgage? For money, like?
Oh, I'm sorry, Elder, I doubt it, love.
No, you see, we're dead keen on selling number 13. Oh, it's a good house, mind, full of conveniences. Well, freshly decorated, hand-painted mural, serving hatch, we'll throw all them in. Only we're a few quid short for the property what we've set our sights on.
Yeah, well, town hall's a bit short of money for mortgages these days, you know. Hey, you should walk into a mortgage, though. I mean, you've got your property. That's what they call collateral. You want to get yourself down to a good building society.
All right, Tom.
I hope you've not run out of cheese and onion again. No, actually, look, I want a word.
Have you seen the condition of these dogs? These fellas look as if they got the mange.
What does it matter you're only playing yourself?
What a pub, one set of flipping darts.
Go down to over 60s Club, Albert. You'll get a game down there.
Not likely they're not going to play with that lot of old codgers.
Oh, give over whinging, Albert. I'm sorry, Reem. What were you saying? Well, it's about the flat. Oh, yeah. Well, actually, I've been giving it a little bit of thought. And you would be company for me, Bet. Nights down there are sometimes a bit lonely, so why don't we forget the £2 and you come and move in with me, eh?
Honest?
Yeah, honest.
This afternoon?
Yeah, you can come this afternoon.
Reem! Oh, you've made a young girl very happy. Fred, did you hear that? Reen says I can have corner shop flat.
Oh, smashing, Bet. You needn't move into that one in Waterloo Place now, eh?
Oh, no, I needn't.
Gordon Bennett.
But excuse me, I've just got something to say to a certain rat-faced louse. I shall be vacating number 5 in precisely 1 hour, Mr. Managing Director, sir.
Fine, Bet.
And just one other thing. There are still some decent folk left in this world. They're not all money-grabbing pigs like you.
Good for you, Bets. What you say, Reenie?
Yeah.
Arrows, you know, pointed things with feathers on the end.
Of course I know what arrows are, Mr. Tatlock. I've seen enough cowboy films.
Darts!
Oh, darts. No, we don't sell darts. I mean, this is a paper shop and a cafe.
You haven't looked, have you?
Well, I don't have to look. You just have to go to a dart shop. Sorry.
You stop noting this dump, do you?
Where is she?
Who?
Well, who the hell do you think I'm looking for? Mary Whitehouse?
Oh, Rita.
Clever girl.
Oh, she's not in. No, she's out. She's gone to the wholesalers.
And what have we run out of this time?
Nothing.
What did Albert Tatlock want?
Oh, do you know?
Oh, Skippy.
Mr. Fairclough.
Yeah. What now?
Well, you know that Rita's leaving. But,
I had heard.
well, she may have mentioned it to you, actually, but, well, I've been here a few years now, and
Oh,
I do
come
the
on, you'll
odd-
have it dark.
Well, I wondered if you would consider me, that is, if you haven't got anybody else yet, to be the manageress. Well, I mean, I can run the cafe and...
I've got more things on my mind than who's going to run this place. And just remember, Rita hasn't gone yet.
Rita. Rita. It's always Rita. Oh.
Oh, to put it bluntly, I'm absolutely...
Gentleman present.
Thank you, Elsie. What'll it be, Rita?
Well, I could murder a cup of tea.
Oh, no. The battles in this pub are bearding them, you know.
Now, Freddie, as Lady Walker would say, the rover's return can always rise to the occasion. So if Miss Littlewood desires a cup of tea, then a cup of tea she shall have. So brew up, Fred.
Bet you'd have me banned from the Barman's Guild, you. What'll it be, madam? Milk and sugar or lemon?
Yes, please. 2 lumps and no thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Walker. My pleasure, dear. You know, actually, I would have preferred an oldie-worldy tea shop in, say, the Cotswolds or down by the dock.
Oh, my God. Hey, come on, kid. We're all dying to see what you've wasted your hard-earned pesetas on.
Be my guest. And I've signed on the dotted line and posted my contract.
You're definitely going there. You're not just bluffing.
Bluffing? I am not.
Hey, you know, that's not bad. What's there a sale on or something?
Hey, cheeky cow. Hey, look better on me, though, stretched out on that beach. I'm not so sure. According to Mavis's auntie, all beaches are black in Tenerife.
Volcanic dust.
Oh, and here's me thinking it was soot from paella factories.
Your tea, madame.
Oh, thanks, Ben.
Hey, do you know, me and Doc Greenhalghs used to flog these at 30 bob a piece. Are they coming back or something?
We artistes don't follow fashion, Elsie, dear. We set it.
Telling them, Rita.
Hey, you know, you're taking a chance going by yourself.
Why, you want to be careful. There's many a young thing disappeared into the wide blue yonder going off by herself. You want to watch it, you know. They're bonkers about redheads out there, bottled or not. You may wind up as some rich oil sheik's little plaything.
Oh, I don't think so. They're all over here now. So it could be your chance to end up an oil sheik's big plaything. Nice tea, Fred.
I really am going to miss you.
Ree, thanks again for dropping rent. I'm glad I've got one real friend.
Yeah, well, love, don't go on about it, eh?
Hey, girls, I've been thinking, which one of you two Judies is going to walk me home? Only there's some very nasty old ladies waiting to clobber a poor unsuspecting young lad and rob him of his social security.
Do you know, all of a sudden I have a blinding headache? I think I'll have an early night. You can take them bottles out with you for helping Bet move in.
Yeah, come on, Eddie, I'll let you out. Where's your lead?
I could stay the night for protection.
You'll be here in spirit on your way.
I've slept here before, you know, when Trisha and Gail had the place. Hey, that Gail done half snore.
A likely story.
I have.
Eddie, I'll give you a piggyback downstairs.
Night, Dean.
Good night, Eddie, and thanks, love.
You're welcome. It's me good deed for the day. I'm still in the cubs, you know.
Yes.
Oh, Bet, when you get down in shop, will you unplug the heater, please?
Right, love. Thanks a million for all you've done today, Eddie. Borrowing that jalopy and helping me to move in here. It would have been murder on my tongue.
Anything for you, Bess. You're something special. I'm glad you're living here with Reenie. Didn't like you living with that little plastic gnome from the smoke. I can keep my eye on you here.
Night-night, love.
Night, Beth. Hey, and if you dream about me, make sure I have a good time, all right?
I promise. Night-night, love.
Night-night.
Yeah, everything's fine down here.
Hello. What time is it?
Nearly 11. And you won't lock that door. Could have been Raquel Welch walking in here.
You'd be so lucky. What do you want?
Just want to put something straight, actually.
Like what?
Well, one or two down at Rover's think I'm bluffing about going to Tenerife.
I don't think you're bluffing.
Good. Because I'm not.
Is that all you came here to tell me?
Yeah.
Nothing else?
Where else is there?
Change your mind, Rita. Don't go to Tenerife.
I'm going, Len. You're not being fair.
I don't want you to go.
It's only for 6 months.
That's not the point.
All them years. And now when I get a chance to go somewhere different and do something different, you're trying to stop me. But you can't. I'm going, Len. I am going.
Will you marry me?
Come again.
Will you marry me?
To stop me.
I love you. I don't want to lose you.
Oh, Len.
Now, Mavis. Fair's fair, Mavis. And if I'm going to be spending the next few months doing next to nothing in the sun, it's only right that I should pull me weight while I'm still here in the shop, Mavis. Guess who said that?
Who?
You. It was one of your more quotable quotes.
It's my unquotable quote you won't watch out for. Like what the dash, dash, dash are you going on about now?
Me, starting work at 7:30 and you trailing in the air at 9:30, and you've no need to put dashes in because I'm quite used to bad language from you.
Not this brand, you're not. I developed a whole new vocabulary during night. It was something to do while I was waiting for it to come light. I don't think I had a wink of sleep till the milk fella had been.
Why? Something worrying you?
You could say that.
Hey, they've not gone and cancelled your booking, have they? I mean, you're still going to Tenerife?
No, they haven't, and yes, I am. At least at this moment of talking, I am. Yes, I am.
Oh, Rita.
Oh, let's just say an alternative possibility's cropped up at last minute.
Oh, well, there you are. You see, it's either feast or famine, isn't it? And is the other one a better booking?
That, as they say, is a $64,000 question. I don't know about it being a better booking. It's a longer-term prospect. It's a lifetime booking.
A lifetime? Well, who'd want to book you for a lifetime? Well, I don't mean that you're not good, Rita. I mean, well, they don't book anybody for a lifetime, do they? Not even Shirley Bassey.
Her husband did.
Her husband?
It's not a singing contract, Mavis. It's a marriage contract.
You've had a proposal of marriage?
Oh, you needn't look so flabbergasted.
No, but I mean...
Your needle's stuck, love.
No, but I mean who?
Well, it shouldn't be beyond even your limited mental resources to have a stab at that. Not as it feels full of runners, is it?
Is it Mr. Fairclough?
See, the only horse in race.
Are you going to?
What? Marry him or go to Tenerife?
Yes. Oh, which?
That's why I've bags under my eyes, big enough to hump coal in. You tell me which.
Morning, Hilda.
Morning. Well, Tara, I'll try and keep myself free for the flat woman if there is one.
I don't think you'll be high on the invitation list.
Do you want to bet?
Don't men like kidding themselves sometimes?
Oh, I don't mind them fooling themselves, Chuck. It's when they try and make fools of us I mind, and they do that all the time.
But you know they couldn't do that if we didn't let them.
No, that's true. Hey, what's up with this lot? What? Blooming heck, you better come and have a look.
Oh. No, she's gone back to bed. She looked awful.
Oh, it'll be this bug that's going round. Some of the girls at the factory are off with it. It takes 48 hours to clear up.
Oh, no, she's not poorly. She just had a sleepless night.
Probably lying awake deciding which bikini to take to Tenerife with her.
No, it wasn't that.
What is up with her then?
Nothing.
Now, come on, Mavis. Rita's not the sort to lie awake all night counting sheep if there's nothing up. Now, tell your Auntie Elsie, I'm bound to find out sooner or later you can't keep secrets around here for long, you know.
Mr. Fairclough's asked her to marry him.
Hey?
Yes, he has. I mean, well, she doesn't know what to do, what with being all set to go to Tenerife and that. And I mean, if she does go, well, she can hardly expect him to wait, because it wouldn't be very complimentary to him, would it? Mind you, they have had their ups and downs, but I know she's very fond of it. But, well, this is the best opportunity that she's had so far, like, career-wise. I mean, well, she's very confused.
Mavis, have you finished, have you?
Yeah. I don't think I should have started, actually.
You mean he just stopped and proposed to her out of the blue like that?
Well, not out of the blue, exactly. I mean, he has asked her before.
Yes, and we all know what happened that time, don't we? It must be plain bonkers.
I don't see why you should say that.
Don't you? Well, then you're not full shilling either.
How do you mean, pull plug out?
Just what I say. Pull the plug out. Have I not made it clear enough? I don't know how I can make it any clearer.
Well, that's what you told me to do when you went to bed last night. You said switch all lights off and unplug the heater.
The heater, not the freezer, for heaven's sake.
Well, how am I supposed to know which is freezer plug and which is heater plug?
It doesn't exactly take Starsky and Hutch to find out. You follow the flex.
Oh, I'm sorry, Reenie. Is this a terrible soggy mess?
Well, it's not just that. I mean, it's the money involved. I've just had it restocked. There's over 100 quid worth of stuff in there.
100 quid?
More.
OK, you make the toast, I'll brew the tea.
I don't remember inviting you for breakfast.
I invited myself. You're very fortunate to have me up and about so early. I usually don't show my nose above the sheets till gone 12 on a Saturday.
Now, what's so special about today?
Oh, nothing. I just felt, you know, full of the joys of spring.
Well, I don't.
Something bothering you?
I've got 12 little men hammering inside me skull. I just want to rest a bit until they've got it over with.
You know what you're doing, do you, Len?
Hey?
Proposing to Rita.
Now, who told you that? She didn't.
No, Mavis. At least Rita told Mavis, and I prized it out of her. Not difficult with Mavis.
So now you know. So?
So, I think you're plain bonkers. You know that, don't you?
Why?
Getting married again.
I'm not sure that I am yet. I mean, the lady hasn't said yes. She can't make up her mind between me and Tenerife.
No, she will. She's just playing with you.
And why do you say that?
I'll say one thing for you, Fairclough. You're not big-headed. You know, you may not be the greatest catch in the world, but you're the best she's ever likely to land, and she knows it.
You have a lovely way of putting things, Mrs. Tanner.
Oh, look, Len, I'm not being bitchy about Rita. OK, yes, I am. I don't like her very much, but, well, there's not much wrong with her, and she's OK on the whole, but she's not for you. And it's you I'm thinking about.
Why all of a sudden?
Oh, it's not all of a sudden, is it? We do go back a long way.
I so to her and me. Well, not as far as you and me, but far enough. And she is for me, Elsie.
Yes, well, you thought that before, and look what happened. You changed your mind.
She did.
You both did. Well, you did, didn't you? You must have done. Otherwise, you've gone back and made her change it again, if that's what you both wanted.
Well, maybe we felt we ought to...
Think again.
It might look as if I'm doing this as a last resort, but I'm not, you know. I mean, I'm not that flipping desperate. If I need a bird, all I got to do is go out and get one. But I don't just want any bird. I want Rita. I didn't realize quite how much until she'd gone, though she was almost going. That's it in a nutshell.
She wasn't emigrating, you know. She was only going for 4 months.
Yeah, but who's to know? I mean, who's to know when she got there what was going to happen? She might have stayed there. She might have come back. I don't know. I didn't want to take that chance. I need her here.
You know, I think of all the things a fella could say to a woman, that's about the best. I think I'd rather be needed, really needed, by somebody I cared about than anything else in the whole wide world.
How much do you reckon's involved?
I don't know rightly until I've checked my invoices. Oh, about 120 quid's worth, I think. Oh, don't look so tragic. I'm insured.
You're insured? Well, why didn't you say?
Well, I'm vindictive. I like to see you sweat. Oh, no, honestly, love, I never give it a thought. You wouldn't know.
Well, how would I know? I'm ignorant.
Yeah, well, next time I'll take your ignorance for granted.
Well, do that in future. It'll save us both a lot of trouble.
Our elder says she's never seen such a mess.
She'll be insured if she's any sense.
Oh, aye.
Hey, she will, won't she? That'll mean sort of salvage.
Salvage?
Take no notice of him, Mrs. Walker. By the look of him, he's up to summit. And what you don't know can't incriminate you.
Hey up, how do? Aye.
I do. No, Alf. No offence. I'm waiting for someone.
Oh, and it's private.
Yeah.
It's a good job we're old mates, eh? Pipe, please, Annie, love. Well, and what devastating bit of news have you got to tell me this lovely morning?
Hey, Baby said you'd be at home.
I got fed up waiting.
Well, I didn't know you wanted me.
Do you want a drink, love?
No, I'm not stopping.
Oh, just a small one, come on.
Look, we can't talk here.
Yeah, all right, go to our place. You know.
I can't. I'm going into town to pick up a dress. Look, I'll pop in and see you at tea time.
Yeah, all right. Have you, thought?
I've not stopped thinking.
And?
I don't know. I'm sorry, love. I just don't know.
Oh, you haven't owned this business very long, have you, Miss...
Bradshaw? No. About a year.
And the freeze was included?
Yes, it was part of the fixtures and fittings. I took over the policy that they had with you, and I paid the premium and changed the ownership. It's all in order. I'm very particular about things like that. Can't afford not to be.
Yes, quite, but the point is...
Do you know, I must apologise for having to drag you out on a Saturday morning, but it was only last night that I pulled the plug out by mistake. Only I'm not very familiar with things electrical. Still, I have learned my lesson. I'll be more careful in future. It's a good job she's insured.
She's not.
Hey?
I am. This is the policy. I've paid the premium.
Yes, I know that, Miss Bradshaw, but I'm afraid you can't read the document very well.
Look, I am insured for damage and deterioration. That's what it says.
Yes, it is. Damage caused by a variety of conditions. For example, breakdown or burning out of any part of the refrigeration plant whilst in use, arising from either mechanical or electrical defects in the plant.
Yes.
Yes, but there are some exceptions.
Ah, exceptions. The get-out clause. There's always one.
Go on.
The company shall not be liable for loss or damage arising from damage, defects, defective insulation due to... Oh, no, that doesn't apply. Fire, flood, lightning, no, it's war, invasion, acts of enemy hostility, no, it's...
Never mind, no. Go on with that bit.
Civil war, rebellion, revolution, insurrection, military or usurped power.
You mean if she'd had a revolution, she'd not get no insurance?
Oh, no.
Look, if there'd been a revolution, I wouldn't have wanted any insurance. I'd be far too busy running. Come to the point, please.
The company shall not be liable, etc., due to the willful act or willful neglect of the insured.
The insured being me.
The neglect of being me.
Well, you did pull the plug out, you've just admitted it.
Not on flaming purpose, and it certainly wasn't willful. I mean, I didn't know what I were doing. I didn't even know which rotten plug it were.
Oh, I appreciate that, but the fact remains that it was simply an act of carelessness which caused the goods to be spoiled, and as such, the company cannot be held responsible.
So you won't pay?
Ah, well, it's not up to me, Miss Bradshaw.
Oh, go on then. Hide behind the company's skirts. They won't pay.
I'm afraid not.
Nothing.
The only advice I can give you, Miss Bradshaw, is to be more careful in the future.
Yes, and read all the other flaming policies for get-out clauses.
Fact of life.
Do you know, I'd like to teach him a few flaming facts of life. Oh, Reen. Oh, that money.
They'll all be out, mate. Which ones do you want?
Ken Barlow.
Oh, he doesn't live there. He's moved away.
Do you know where he's got to?
Oh, it's not far away, if you've got a car. Mr. Tatlock's, number 1, next to the pub.
Thanks. Nobody in, mate. You sure?
Can I give a message? I'm a neighbour.
No, thanks. I'll leave it. I'll be back.
Okay.
I've come round specially in my lunch hour because I didn't want an argument in front of a shop full of people.
There is no argument, love.
Well, you've refused me the job.
You asked me if you could have the job, and I said, no, you can't, so there's no argument.
Well, that's not fair. I mean, I've every right to be manageress if Rita goes.
Well, there's nobody saying that Rita is going in anyway. It's not a question of rights. I've thought about this very seriously. You're a loyal, hard-working girl. I'm not knocking that at all. But I don't think giving you full charge of this firm is going to do either of us a favour.
You mean you think I can't cope?
Oh, hang on.
Oh, hi. You all right? I thought I'd better pop for... Oh, hello, love.
Well,
Our afraid I'd better ask you to go now, love. It's council business.
Can't cope, Mr. Fairclough, otherwise I wouldn't have asked.
I'm sorry, love.
I see. You think that I'm not good enough for your silly little job. Well, in that case, your silly little job's not good enough for me.
You're not telling me you're packing it in now?
Well, yes. That's exactly what I am telling you.
You do seem to be having trouble with the ladies today. Her showing her sharp little teeth. And Rita.
What about Rita?
Well, she looked to be giving you a hard time from where I was standing.
I saw you getting an eyeful in the pub. I did notice.
Look, I thought you were in trouble. I wondered if there was aught I could do to help. I'm sorry I bothered.
Oh, it's all right. Don't bust a gut, Elf. I'm a bit edgy, that's all. Look, I think you ought to know. I've asked her to marry me.
What, Rita? Is she going to?
You tell me.
Oh, playing that game, is she?
Oh, not another one. Why is she going to be playing a game just because she can't say a definite yes or no? I mean, isn't it remotely possible that she thinks this is a very serious step to take and that she wants to be dead right before she goes into it?
Well, it's possible. You think that's what you're doing, do you?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Well, in that case, what can I say, mate? Best of luck.
How much? 50p. And if you know where you can get a whole chicken today for 50p, you're a better man than I am, Gunga Din.
It's not the point in a second.
What's wrong with him?
They're Reenie Bledsoe's rejects. I've been in shop and seen them.
Ah, so have I. Oh, I had Spanish tummy when I were in Majorca. I'm not letting myself in for another go.
How can you get Spanish tummy from English chickens?
Well, you can if they're off. Look, it's well known that bugs and germs lurk in meat when it's gone off. And meat includes chicken.
They're not off. They're just defrosted, that's all. Look, it's the same as you going into the shop, right? Buying a frozen chicken, taking it home, waiting for it to defrost. I'm saving you the waiting time and half the purchase price.
You know, for once it's quite right. There's nothing wrong with them chickens so long as they're cooked today. You'll be perfectly safe eating them. I'll have one myself.
Mrs. Sharples, you're an aristocrat. There.
Right, well, if she's willing to risk life and limb...
There we are, Mr. Tatlock. Don't eat it all at once, you'll get heartburn.
I wouldn't mind a chicken leg. Better than fish and chips.
All right, go on then, I'll have one.
Make it two. The last week. It's your housekeeping I'm thinking of.
Oh, is it?
Ah.
For a minute I thought it might be a big fat belly. Go on and make it two.
Hey, she's not paid yet.
As I was about to explain, I haven't got 50 pence on me. I've got my money at home, so will you call in as you fatten?
No.
Oh, well, you've been here tonight. I'll fetch it into you then. If you can trust me till then. It'd be nice to think that somebody trusted me.
I've got nothing to trust you for, Mrs. Sharples. You don't owe me nothing. It's a belated Christmas present.
Thank you very much.
Well, if she gets a free present, why not me?
Because you are not a sweet old lady.
That were quick.
Always was quick, especially on my feet.
I don't remember inviting no visitors.
I'm not a visitor, I'm a guest. Baldwin's the name.
Oh, I remember. The Mr. Baldwin. The one who makes his own rules. The fella that walks into your life, blows a hole a mile wide and walks right out again.
Bet I didn't come here for a row.
You won't get one. You won't get anything because you're not stopping.
Peace offering?
You think that's all it takes?
Oh, we'll call it a flat woman present, eh?
Right. Thanks very much.
Don't you want me to stop and help you drink it?
Sorry, Mike. It's over. You finished it, I didn't. And now I'm going to pick the bits and pieces up and get on with my life. You know where the door is.
See you then, Beth.
Thanks for coming.
Well, said I would.
I was going through some old junk today.
Yeah?
Came across this. Recognize it?
Should do. It's the only engagement ring I ever had.
I've still got the scar where you threw it back at me.
Where?
Here.
Oh, come off it, Len. You're as relieved as I was when I did that. Admit it.
Rita, let's forget about that. Take that ring back now and keep it this time. and then I'll give you another one. A plain gold one. How long does it take the banns to be read? 3 weeks?
I can't, Lynn.
Why?
I think it's 3 years too late. I'm petrified. I don't know what to do. That's the God's honest truth. So I think the best thing I can do is go to Tenerife. Safest.
Tenerife?
Give me more time to think. Get used to the idea.
You've had a lifetime to think. We both have.
Oh, it's serious now.
Of course it's flipping serious.
Well, that's why I need more time. I don't want to be sure you're not asking me just because I'm going away. When I come back, still feel the same.
If you go, that's it.
Is that an ultimatum?
Oh, no, I wouldn't do that. What I mean is, if you want to get married as much as I do, if you did care as much as I care for you, you wouldn't want to go. You couldn't go. You wouldn't be able to. It's as simple as that. I love you.
Yeah, well, you were a bit previous, love. I don't think you've got to worry about, though.
I'm certainly not going begging for my job back. I mean, I do have my pride, you know.
It's not a question of pride, love. It's a matter of common sense.
I'd listen to the man if I were you, love. Good jobs aren't that thick on the ground, you know.
They're not. And look, the other thing is, do you really want to be in charge? I mean, think of all the problems.
Scotch, please.
And then you'll be looking after all this.
Hey, who's he? I've got a feeling I know him.
I don't know. He's round here this morning looking for Ken.
I'm sure I've seen him somewhere before.
Oh.
Look, I told you you'd regret it polishing off both legs. I'll have no sympathy for you when you can't sleep all night. And don't go asking me to get you no indigestion tablets neither, because I shan't.
No bother no bay. I'll find a bloke to put that in the man's service.
So you didn't find Kenneth Barlow then?
No, I've just been to his place. He's still not back.
That's his uncle in the sun, Mr. Tatlock. Now, he lives in Kent, so he must know where he is.
So. Mr. Tatlock,
Yeah, that's right.
I'm looking for Ken Barlow.
Ken? But he's not here. He won't be back till tomorrow. What do you want him for? Is it out that I can do?
It's about Janet.
You're not from police. There's no trouble.
No, I'm not from the police. I'm Denton. Vince Denton. The bloke Janet lived with.
Well, what do you want now Ken for? Janet's dead and buried.
Yeah. The problems she left behind her aren't. Tell him I'll be back tomorrow. And tell him it's urgent.